Hey there. So we wanted to take a moment to explain what an assessment is and why it's important. So we talk about this assessment thing or screening a lot, evaluation, consultation. Essentially what we want to do is we want to figure out where your baseline is, your starting point, and that allows us to perceive progress or lack thereof over time. What we're looking for is essentially your quality of movement, how well you can control, how big things is, so it's quality and quantity control. That gives us an idea of what the workspace might be in a certain body part, how the joint moves. Does it have interdependence or independence? Sorry, does it have independence aside from the other body parts? So can you move your shoulder without your shoulder blade moving too much? Can you move your spine without your hips moving too much? That sort of a thing.
And I think one of the biggest things to remember with an assessment is to kind of not beat yourself up about it. There's gonna be stuff, like we're gonna find something on everybody all the time, guaranteed, 100%. So it's really about just finding priorities. So it's like, where do we go first, right? And it's you know, when you get through this process and you start to look back over time, you're gonna realize, wow, it's been a month, it's been 6 months, it's been 2 years, and you'll be like, I think I've been doing better. I think I don't feel in much pain, but I don't really have a gauge to really where I started from. And like 100% of the time, people are like, why don't I have those videos? You know, they always get frustrated with themselves because at first you're like, well, I don't really want to see myself not do it well. Like, don't show me, right? But then when you actually get into it, you're like, I was that bad? Like, oh my gosh. So it's hard. It's kind of like facing reality sometimes and like what we see, but it's such a huge accomplishment when you go back to really see how far you've come. And if you don't have that baseline, if you don't go through this step by step, joint by joint, filming yourself in multiple positions, you really don't ever get that.
Yeah, absolutely. And so Kyle brought up filming. When you're doing some of our assessments, you want to make sure you do it from a couple different angles. So for example, if you're doing a shoulder car, well, we want to see how far we come across the body. So face-on view is great for that. But as soon as we get to the top, now we're trying to see how much flexion Kyle has. Unless we see a side view, we can't really tell. So just be aware of where you're filming from and use some of our examples in some of the cars videos and some of the other assessment videos and see the angles that we show you, but be as creative as you can. If you want to see something that you don't see from a particular angle, change it up. Change the filming position and see what you find. And
even then, sometimes just using a mirror too, just to watch yourself, so you actually almost have like immediate feedback. Is always really nice too, especially as you're training, because you can't feel what you're doing because it's what you do is wrong per se. And so you feel like you're doing it right. So when you're actually doing it right, it feels like you're doing it wrong. And then you see yourself, you're like, wait, that's not right. So it's at least good immediate feedback when there's no one else there.
Absolutely. And lastly, I would just say, if this is your first time doing these, go slow. Film as many different angles as you want so that you can capture where you are now. That gives you a great opportunity to observe what you're missing, and then you can really see the positive leaps that you're able to make as you go through this program. And once again, you know, we're here just because we care and we want to help you do what you need to do in order to move free and live well.
Thank you.